Our first story. After 2 years, Carnival Cruises is bringing back the wedding cruise.
This isn't just a party on the sea. It's a port-side profit puppy.
Okay, Jack. 2 years ago, the first thing you did when the pandemic hit.
If I had a cruise booked, I'd cancel.
Did you have a cruise book?
No, but I saw the Grand Princess cruise ship coming into the San Francisco Bay. We saw it.
We saw that in the bay.
And like patient number 1 was on board.
Did not look like a lot of fun. But Carnival stock, it hasn't had a lot of fun either because it fell 75% after that. And it's still down 75%.
Cruise lines were one of the worst hit sectors of the pandemic.
Well put, Jack, because you might be okay on a plane for 3 hours, but you're not that comfortable being on a ship with 3,000 other humans for 13 days.
Yeah. But after 2 years, Carnival's bringing back one of the most overlooked strategic products we've ever... we didn't even know about this.
Jack was shocked by this when he heard it. The at-sea cruise ship wedding ceremony. It is a profit puppy, and it's coming at the perfect time.
Now, we all know this is a record summer for weddings.
Talk to me about your fridge, Jack. What are you seeing on it?
My fridge is like paper mache with the thick paper invitations to weddings and the save the dates.
Dana and Tim, Long Island, is going to be a blast. But here's the problem. There aren't enough venues for all of those weddings, Jack. So what are you going to do?
Simple solution. Look at the earth. There's more blue than there is green.
Yeah, there is. Do the wedding at sea.
And before the pandemic, Carnival was loving this wedding at sea industry.
Okay, Jack and I discovered that Carnival used to do 2,400 weddings on their cruise ships at sea every year.
Nick and I jumped in T-Boy style. They offer 9 different wedding packages aboard Carnival cruise ships.
Yeah, they do.
They start around $2,000 and get you a 20-minute ceremony on board with a photographer and champagne.
You get a half-hour couples massage included in that lovely package, don't you, Jack?
The captain of the ship is the officiant because they're on international waters, and what the captain says goes.
Yeah, so it's like, who married you? Poseidon, god of the oceans.
Yeah, so they start at $2,000, but for an extra $1,000, your 2-tier cake becomes a 3-tier cake.
Interesting upgrade. And what happens with the drinks, Jack?
The regular champagne becomes a fancy French champagne.
Yeah, Carnival Cruises, they know about pricing power.
And weddings on cruises make sense because your friends were getting hotels for the wedding weekend anyway. Why not do a floating hotel?
So the way this is getting bundled together, Carnival Cruises is giving you a wedding with a built-in honeymoon.
It's the only wedding with a built-in honeymoon.
So you're going from saying I do, from riding a ski-doo off the starboard bow. Jack, what is the takeaway for our buddies over at Carnival Cruises?
Carnival has turned the +1 into the +50.
Okay, besties, Yeti, stick with us on the math here. Jack and I calculated that if your average ocean wedding is $2,500 and they do 2,400 of them over at Carnival Cruises, that's actually only $6 million a year.
Even if that's a profitable $6 million, that's not moving the needle for a $15 billion cruise company.
That's why we think Carnival's focus isn't actually on the wedding package, but what comes with the wedding package, the guests.
It's not about the 20-minute starboard ceremony. It's about the 50 guests who are hanging out on the poop deck for the next 5 days.
Yeah, the real value here is that guests have to come. They have to book. They have to stay on the cruise.
A cruise wedding is basically a destination wedding, but it lasts way longer.
And all those dollars splurged by the guests, they all go to Carnival because you're captive in the galley.
There's nowhere else you can spend money but the cruise ship.
Carnival Cruises just turned the +1 at a wedding into a +50.